I want to start learning how to skate on obstacles, so I decided to learn how to board slide. Here is my journey to learning the board slide. A board slide is pretty self-explanatory. It's when you ollie onto a rail and have your board slide against it. I was pretty scared to try this out, so my first few attempts were not very good, but it's a starting point. So I started off going super slow and just trying to get my board on the rail. I wasn't ollieing. I slowly began to pop my board onto the rail, and eventually I ollied onto the rail. I wasn't really sliding, but it was my first step to trying the board slide. So my technique was to just ollie onto the rail and just not even really slide, but just trying to ollie on the rail and get off the rail. Once I did that a couple of times, this was the attempt that felt like an actual board slide.
I kind of did it.
I didn't really slide, so I kept practicing.
Oh my God.
To start off sliding, I tried going a little faster. It was scary at first, but I just kept trying. I still wasn't really going that fast. So I first tried sliding on the tip of the rail. And then eventually I was able to land one. It felt so good to just land one, even though it was short. But that was the first day of me trying the board slide. I was able to do it to a point where I was comfortable and I was ready for the next step. After looking at the clip, I was barely sliding and I realized I was going so slow, so I knew I had to change that. So I tried getting comfortable going faster and landing the board slide. This took a lot for me to commit, but I knew to get along the slide, I had to go faster. I kept trying and trying until I finally landed one, but honestly, that was still pretty sad. I still barely slid. I practiced some more the next day. I kept practicing and practicing, and I was able to get a longer one. So what I did differently is, well, going faster obviously, leaning a bit back, and leaning more onto the rail. By leaning more into the rail, it made me land fakie, so I kind of learned board slide of fakie by accident. That was when I was actually proud of my board slide because it was pretty long. For the longest one I did, I wasn't able to keep my balance and I dropped my hands to the ground, so I didn't want to count that, so I just kept trying and trying. I started having a little more fun with my board slide, and I adjusted the rail to be higher, and I adjusted the rail to go downwards. Over the next couple of weeks, I just kept practicing, doing board slide, having fun with it, and I finally found the technique. I was finally able to board slide consistently, and watching my last clips, I realized that I was leaning too far forward, which made me didn't slide. So to fix that, I learned to balance my weight correctly, and I had to lean a little back, not too much back, so I wouldn't fall backwards, but I found my balance and was able to slide consistently. The board slide is pretty simple. It only takes commitment, speed, and just the technique to land one. So I guess next up is fakie board slides, front board slides, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed my journey to landing the board slide. If you like this video, consider subscribing because I make skate-related content twice a week. I also like doing skate progressions, so if you like watching those, click this playlist right here. Here's a video that YouTube recommends to you. Thank you guys so much for watching.